Hey folks, welcome back to the Portable Gamer. Welcome back to Train Sim World, and welcome back to the NEC Northeast Corridor DLC. So we're going to do another scenario. We're going to hop right into Trash Collector, which is 35 minutes, but we've been running a little bit long on our scenarios. And that could just be the way I play, or, well, yeah, let's just say it's the way I play. So I'm totally pleased with this sim so far. I've gotten all of the DLC in the past week, and I haven't done all the scenarios yet. I haven't finished everything yet, but I'm still really enjoying the quality and just the jump from Train Simulator 2018 to Train Sim World. I'm really pleased that I know Train Sim World is still, or Train Simulator 2018 is still out and still being supported. I'm glad I made the jump over to this. Right, here we go. Welcome to Oak Point Yard. Another transfer of waste cars is ready to go. Take them back to Harlem Terminal and bring out the next loaded cut for onward disposal. You got it. Sit in the engineer's seat of the lead locomotive. I will. Hey, I want to show you something else too. Our last episode. Check this out. Our last episode, I was doing this, and I was like, that's a pretty stupid system. I have to stand up and wipe the window once every time there's rain on it? That doesn't make any sense. But check it out. Turns out I'm just an idiot. And then there's another one down here for that one. And I'm guessing that there's another one over here for that one. Yeah. So that lever is to manually get it out of the way because it's air, right? See, it says valve. So I'm guessing this is because we've got plenty of air, compressed air to spare on a train. I'm guessing that it is compressed air. The use of the term valve doesn't seem to me to be coincidental. So, looks like a bright sunny day. There's garbage all around. Let's go ahead and get the window open. Train setup. Set the reverser to forward. So we shall. Sound the horn twice. We can do that too. 1.2 miles. All our brakes are off. Here we go. Lights are on. Ditch lights are on. Ditch lights are on. Right. Turn the volume down a little bit. Did I turn the volume down a little bit? I thought for sure I had, but maybe I didn't. Let's try, what were we, 71? Let's try 55. Yeah, feeling pretty good about that. It was a little bit loud, particularly when we were out of the train, which is, well, as soon as we get out from underneath this bridge, that's where I want to go. Because this is, man. Did you have model trains when you were a kid? Is that just me? I said when we're out from underneath this bridge. Right. Is this not what Christmas was supposed to be? Put a gigantic tree right next to those tracks and pretend we are driving our train around while all the grown-ups are in the other room doing grown-up stuff. Because this is what a model train set was supposed to be. Not just going in a circle. Yeah, we're supposed to have stuff like that. Come here, you. So, I don't know if we're on the right track. I didn't even look. I just jumped in. Is it just me that does that? Looks like that one is good. That one is good. Yep, looks like we're Looks like we're good all the way over. Okay, cool. Hop back in here. Yeah, man. Friday night, I just knocked out an American Truck Simulator vid. I'm gonna do this quickly, and then I'm gonna call it for the week. I'll get these both rendering, and I'll upload them probably overnight. And in the meantime, start my weekend. Whole lot of nothing planned. I wonder if there is, well, I don't know. I haven't really seen any mod for Train Sim World yet. Is there? Will there be mods? I'm curious. That's off. That's off. That's off. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Cool. 0.7 miles. Man, I was so happy about the finding those wipers, and I found them. It was the last episode where I was using the wipers manually. It was raining, and then I swear it was like immediately after I paused the recording and the recording was over. Immediately afterwards, it was when I found that, and I think we're about to start heading downhill here. So let's give it just a little bit of break. Oh, this is cool. We're like going down into the bowels here. So yeah, it was like 30 seconds after I'd stopped the recording that I found that, and it was one of those things where, you know, in the recording, in the video, I'm like, derp, derp, oh, how do you operate this? I guess I just have to do it by hand. This is dumb. And then found that, but it was, you know, what was I going to do? Like, make a little addendum, make like a little epilogue and edit it on the end there. Hey folks, turns out I'm not dumb. I found the wiper. So whatever, just let it go. But then, of course, as soon as we jumped in here today, I had to tell all of you that I'm no derp. Right, so this is going to be another, looked like a different kind of rolling stock. I haven't seen this yet. We had some, what have we moved so far? We moved some grain hoppers yesterday and some tank cars. But I haven't seen, I know the rolling stock here is different than, no. Nope, that's right. That's right. I panicked too soon. The rolling stock here is completely different than the rolling stock in CSX Heavy Haul. The livery on the engines is the same on the locomotives, but the rolling stock is completely different. So I'm pleased about that. It's cool to see like different kinds of rolling stock. That's just, I don't know. I'm a bit of a train geek, and I guess that's a train geek thing. So I'm just loving this sim. You know, when it was just CSX Heavy Haul, I'll be real with you, when it was just CSX Heavy Haul, I thought, it's nice. What, you just like drive up and down this valley? That's it? But when you add in the other DLC, there's enough variety now. There's CSX Heavy Haul where you're out in the woods. There's an urban kind of commuter rail, almost, it's got a subway feel to it, almost like a tram feel in rapid transit. And then you've got Great Western, which is a little bit of both. There's some freight, there's some stuff going on there. And then you have NEC, which is the same thing. There are passenger routes. There are... No. They're passenger routes, they're freight routes. It's all kinds of stuff. So I'm digging it, and I feel like it's the DLC that made it happen for me. You know what's weird? Let's see what our next... Set the track switches to gain access to track 1. Where is track 1? Is this where it wants us to go? It does want us to go here. Ah. Is that what we need to do? And then... Alright. Yep, I think it is. So we have... uninterrupted all the way... Now we are. Yep. Stop at location track 1. So, use the brakes. There we go. So yeah, it's the DLC that made this work for me. If it was just CSX Heavy Haul, I don't know if I would like it the way I like it. And you know, it's weird. I wouldn't say that I'm forcing myself to do American Truck Sim videos, but I'm totally forcing myself to do American Truck Sim videos. The game just doesn't do it for me, and it's crazy to think about it because it's so similar to ETS. I think it's just the absence of mods. It just doesn't have the mod content. So, you know, thinking about ETS and thinking, you know, SCS built that game, they put it on the market, but it's the mods that have made it what it is. Same with Farm Simulator. Farm Simulator 2017, come on, it's a kid's game. It's a sandbox game. Were it not for the mods, that game would not be nearly as popular as it is. So, it's strange for me how sort of, not finicky, what's the word I'm looking for? What's his name again? Just the way that some games, like, I don't know, they just, some games work, some games don't. And some games, at least for me, they don't work until the mod content drops in, and then they do. And I guess for other people it's the opposite. They like the game till it gets all cluttered with DLC. I don't know. I just know I didn't like Train Sim World till the DLC got added, and now I like it a lot. So this is going to be a regular on the channel for the foreseeable future. And if they handle Train Sim World the same way they did Train Simulator, we are just going to be buried in DLC, which is another way of saying we're all going to be giving Dovetail thousands of dollars a year. But hey, you know, you want to make an omelet, you got to buy a few DLC. That might not actually be how it goes. It could be something different, but whatever. What's the other? Well, we're going with Project Cars 2. Not Project Cars also, I mean Project Cars 2. I was on the fence, Project Cars 2 and Assetto Corsa, and ultimately I went with Project Cars 2. A lot more tracks. I got a ton of DLC track for Assetto Corsa. I feel like the physics and the gameplay is better in Assetto Corsa. But I feel like the graphics and the overall look and feel is better in Project Cars 2. So for the moment, there's no reason we can't do both. Uncoupled vehicles, 15 vehicles. Were those right behind us? What are you talking about? We didn't pull a train over here, did we? Did we? No. Are you kidding me? There was a train behind us the whole time? What? No way. Was that really there? I'm not being funny. Like, was that really there the whole time? Oh, dang. I thought we were coming over here to pick something up. I didn't know we had anything behind us. Oh, man. I'm the worst train driver in the world. Alright. Yep. We're going to keep that on the low. I'm not going to tell anybody about that time I accidentally towed a bunch of garbage cars up to Harlem. Didn't even know it. Right. Okay. Yard head shunt. Let's take a look here. That's right. That's wrong. That's right. That's right. That's right. And that's right. Okay. So, we're in forward. We're not. We are. We're in forward. Release all brakes. He toodles the horn. Right up here. Wow. Okay. Well, you know, I can't even say I'll know for next time. Like, I should have known now. How could I not know? How could I not look behind me as I'm doing literally the only thing a train does is haul cars? You had one job. You're right. So yeah, Project Cars 2 or Assetto Corsa. Looks like Project Cars for the moment, but there's no reason we can't. I mean, I like playing Assetto Corsa, but I like running hot laps more than anything. The AI it's just impossible. It's like you can't turn it down far enough for it to be fun. The cars just drive away from you every time, and that gets. I mean, I can do all right in Project Cars 2 with the AI even cranked up fairly high with damage on, with it all cheats off. Like, I like hard driving sims, but I just can't get a handle on Assetto Corsa. Right, set the reverser to neutral. No, neutral, he said. Set the automatic brake handle to off. To off? Handle off. That's something different. There it is. Set the select switch to cutout. Right? Set the MU2A valve to trail 6. Right? Switch off any active lights on the locomotive. Right? Switch off systems. Done. Set the headlights to be controlled from another unit. Man, I'm glad it talks me through this stuff. And I know there are people that know this. So is it that one? It's not that one. It's that one. Okay, it's that one. Radio fuse. Switch off the radio fuse. Change cabs. Right. Now. This is, I'm sure, no savings of time whatsoever. Come on. Yeah. Let me through. Turn loose of me. Come on. Let me through. So mad right now. Why would you put it there if I can't use it? Come on. All right. Well, we'll know for next time. All right. So we do all this in reverse now. Mm-hmm. So it needs to be over here now. Got it on the first try. I'm super pleased about that. Son of a... Left the window open. Right. We're not going to tell anybody. I don't mean we're not going to tell anybody we're doing this. I mean... There you have it, folks. That is some OCD. If you're ever wondering what OCD is like, it's like that. Fortunately, I have the fun kind. But man, this game will get you. Right. Sit in the engineer's seat again. Open this window. Switch on systems. Here we go. On. Activate required lights on the locomotive. Set the MU2A valve to lead. Set the cutout switch to freight. Right. Apply the independent brake handle to at least 30%. Set the auto brake to release. Brake pipe pressure. Reverser to forward. Okay. Check and align any track switches in order to reach the terminal entrance again for the return trip. Terminal entrance. Huh. Okay. Well, what track are we on? Man, this game is cuckoo bananas. So that's us. So we need to go there, 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 there. That's good. That's right. Is that right? Is that everything? I think that's right. So, all brakes off. He toodles the horn. And there we go. Let me just take a look around and make sure I'm not hauling a train. No, turns out I'm not. Oh, man. It's like every one of these I do something ridiculous. And when I say that, I sound like, oh, every one of these. I don't mean it like that. I think it's hilarious. Because I'm so serious about playing like all realistically. And how do I want to say this? I feel like, yes, that's what I do. I don't play like an idiot, right? Like I don't, drive the train into the end of the line bumper at 100 miles an hour. Goofy stuff like that. I play exactly like somebody who works for CSX who's about to get fired because they're a total screw up. Like, you were supposed to just take that locomotive over to the other station, and I'm like, I took it, and they're like, yeah, but you took a train with it, and you were just supposed to take the locomotive, and then I'm like, oh, well, you didn't say that was all I was supposed to take, or whatever. So I Yeah, I play like a realistic screw up. Yeah. Okay. Maybe I'm sort of finding my niche. Maybe instead of being the portable gamer. No, I'll go ahead and stick with portable gamer. I was just experimenting with some channel names in my head, and no, we'll stick with portable gamer. I think that's a good look. Right. So I'm guessing once we get out here, we're gonna flip a couple switches, back up, and grab the empties. Take them back to where'd we come from? I'll have to wait till I've ended the recording and then go back into the scenario and look at the place names, because like always, I've completely forgotten them. And you know what's funny is, I actually do try to be like super serious about this. Not super serious in a way that I'm not having fun, and hopefully that you're not having fun, but just like I want to be a good train driver, driving my train, and that's just oh, it's good times. Is it good times? I'm enjoying it. Right. And I'm really stoked about finding the windshield wipers. Like, I almost can't wait for it to rain just so I can turn on my windshield wipers. The other thing I can do is just do a service where I make it rain. Not make it rain, but I mean, make it rain. Oh, I'll make it rain. Right. So there's that. Now what do? We back up to a train. Access cars on track 2. Right, track 2. So that needs to go there. And that can go there. That's it. A couple of formations, so we'll put her in reverse. Take the brakes off. And we'll back up slowly. Ah, forgot to hit the horn. I totally didn't forget to hit the horn. See? That's me again. I'm the screw up guy. The person who's training me is like, ugh, this guy. Gonna let it coast in. But less than 5 is the magic number, or is we're supposed to be going 5, not 5 exactly, but like around 5. Are we even going fast enough to hook up? Yeah, I think 2.3 should be groovy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Too much. Right. Wait for a moment. locations. So, reverser back to forward, brakes off, all brakes off. There we go. Hey, we don't have our little guy creeping on us. What's his name? What's his name again? Yeah, that guy. He didn't join us. Something I haven't done yet. I have the, if we go through a switch that's closed, or close to us, if we go through a switch backwards while it's closed, we will derail. So I'm trying to be more careful in checking maps and that sort of thing, and it hasn't happened yet. I don't know what the graphic is for a derailing train. I don't know if it actually, like topples over and shows damage and catches on fire and the whole thing, or if it just stops. I know, was it Microsoft Train Simulator? When you crash the train, it just stopped. It was one of them. One of the train simulators, and one of the flight simulators also, the plane didn't break apart and burst into flames and that sort of thing. And I feel like they set it up that way, one, to save code, and also because they know how many demented gamers there are who would just do nothing but, well, I mean, look at BeamNG. It's like a whole game devoted to car crashes. So I think they knew. Back in the cab, poke my head out the window. I want to learn the code. I want to learn what all the signs mean, because I don't know yet. And ideally I can turn off everything. I don't know if I'll ever be able to turn off destination, but I'd like to have as few things as possible going on. Like, I think you can even turn the HUD off. I'm just hitting buttons right now. Yeah. Turn the HUD off. Oh, that turns off the markers on the track too. Okay. Okay, good to know. It turns off everything. So I feel like I would need to be an absolute Zen master. Like, I would need to be able to look out the window, see the speed limit signs going past, know what the speed limit is, and also what it's going to be. And I feel like you can't do that until you have the route memorized, just from all the trips you've taken on it. So maybe I'll be that guy. Try this. We have a minute till we get there, right? Let's just be real cool. Real cool. Yeah, it's super immersive, but I mean, if you could play this way, you have got to be an absolute next level gamer. Not quite there yet. Got a ways to go. At least on this one I do. I think I'm solid on ETS2. I'm very solid on Farm Sim, I think, and I can drive a racing game. what I find with Project Cars is the way I have my difficulty set and my assists and cheats and various things. I feel like there are only specific cars that I can drive, and when I get in a car, I have to drive it on a specific track to learn that track. It's like there's no, well, I guess there is a sandbox mode. You can crank the cheats up, but that's not how I play. So it's not just jump into a car and tear off and do hot laps. It's not Grand Theft Auto or something. So yeah, I hope I can hold my own when it comes to gaming. But as far as the skill set for this particular sim, definitely not there yet. I need probably another 300 or 400 hours on this game before I can start to feel like I know what I'm doing. Alright. A little bit of braking. Before I forget. Oh. Welcome back to Oak Point Yard. Track 5. Looks like track 5 right there. Track 5. That's good. That's right. 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 Is that right? That's right. So we're still in forward. I think that's a nice compromise where it sort of gives you the next stop, it gives you the next mission when you have the switches set properly. I know I was doing a scenario in CSX Heavy Haul, and I'd spent probably 30 minutes, 40 minutes shunting cars around the yard and getting everything where it needed to be and so on and so forth, and got it all hooked up. And now we're going to start our trip. I believe it was from one end of the run to the other, so 50-mile trip. And just as we're leaving the yard, I realized something doesn't look right, and I look down, and we're half a train, half a consist down the wrong track. It's entirely my fault, but I just quit. Not a rage quit, just a quit, because there's no... the idea after all that of stopping and backing up and everything else, just, whatever, I'll go do something else. So I like that you do have to do it manually, but I like that it tells you when you got it right. And that's another one of those things. I don't know if you can turn that on or off in the difficulty. As it is right now, I like having it on, but there could be a time when I would want to have that off and have everything set up for absolute maximum torture difficulty. But save that for another day. These cars fascinate me. They look like, I don't know if they're like intermodal, but for garbage. Those look like four little, I don't know, like little like little intermodal carriers that came off a garbage truck. And they put 4 of them on a rail car, and that's what makes the trash train. I've never seen that before, but I don't really know a lot about garbage. I just know the truck comes around in the middle of the night and takes my garbage away. But I don't really know where it goes after that. Oh, no, not emergency. Right. Climb down from the locomotive to complete the shift. So, now, I set this to full application. Set this to full service. Turn off the lights. I'm not going to turn anything else off. And I did close the window, right? Yeah, okay. So, close that. And there we go. Very cool. And we leveled up. We leveled some things up. A route and a locomotive, but we haven't leveled up personally. We're about to, though. Folks, thank you so much for stopping back to join the Portable Gamer. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Train Sim World, NEC Northeast Corridor DLC. We'll see you next time. Take care now.